What's up guys, it's Trent and I woke up to some pretty surprising news in my email today. Canva has bought Affinity. And I had to double check my calendar really quickly to make sure it wasn't April Fool's Day, but that's still a week away, so it seems like the news is legit. So I'm on the Affinity website here and they have a bunch of details. I say details, but we don't really know a lot yet. Essentially all they've told us is Canva has bought Affinity and no changes are planned at the moment. Now for those who aren't familiar with Canva, it's an online design tool. It's the undisputed leader in that field and they have a lot of cool features, but it still very much is an online tool. And they don't have all the features that full-fledged desktop apps like Affinity have. And another thing is that they work on a subscription model, so I'll talk about that a little bit more later. So I'll just navigate through the FAQ here, and again, it's kind of short on real details. One thing that was interesting is that apparently Canva just approached Affinity 2 months ago, and that was when this whole process started, so that's pretty quick in corporate time, in my opinion. Now, with the Affinity apps you bought, you'll still be able to use them forever, and they're saying the 2.5 update is still on schedule, so you'll be getting that. So currently, everything that's existed, you'll still be able to access it going forward. Now, the big question, of course, is will Affinity go to a subscription model? And they say there's no plans on that yet, at this time being the key phrase. So one thing they talk about here in these questions is improving their workflows and enterprise tools. Now, I mostly work on Affinity alone, so this kind of stuff doesn't excite me too much, but I know if you're selling software and you want to go to those big corporate customers, you do need to offer more of these syncing and workflow features. So what's my take on all of this? Well, I'd be lying if I said I know how Affinity currently makes money. I have no idea about their business structure or overhead costs, but it just kind of seems like the days of a one-time purchase app are coming to an end, unless you're an individual and you can operate in a really lean way with your software development. Again, we have no idea if this is changing, but this is where a lot of the speculation is right now. But personally, the cost is the thing I'm worried about the least. I just want to continually have great features for the Affinity products. The real worst case scenario for me is that Canva bought Affinity just to kill it. I had this bad experience lately with a program I loved called Mint. It was a financial app and it did tons of stuff I liked. The parent company wanted to promote another app, so they killed Mint, and in my opinion, the replacement was much inferior. I'm sure you've had experiences like this with programs you've loved in the past too. Now, the thing that gives me hope is that Affinity truly offers tons of features that Canva doesn't. Affinity, I think, is a professional product, whereas Canva still just has a lot of things that are lacking and you can't really do with it. So I do see Affinity offering a key piece of the puzzle that Canva is missing. And if joining Canva allows Affinity to accelerate more features, which we all want from them, that could be a good thing in the end. But sadly, we still have very few details today, so we're just gonna have to be patient and see what's announced in the coming months and years. So what does this news mean for this channel here? I'll still make tutorials for Affinity programs, but really this channel was never meant to be just about Affinity. And I've been meaning to diversify the content for a while now. If you look at my channel banner, it says art, AI, graphic design, and tech. It doesn't even actually mention Affinity. But the Affinity tutorials were catching on, so I decided to keep making those for a while. Sometimes you get into one genre and it's hard to break out of it. But this news gives me the wake-up call I know I needed, which is it's time to start exploring the other topics I'm interested in. So don't be surprised if you start seeing videos on this channel about other topics as well as Affinity. One example would be this print-on-demand tutorial for phone cases here that I published a few days ago. Expect to see more videos like that, and also on other topics, and even AI subjects. So what do you think of this news? Are you worried or hopeful? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.